Designers have a global responsibility to consider the ethical, environmental, and sustainability issues relating to the design and manufacture of their products. This includes fair trade, product miles, carbon footprint, product disposal, and the 6 Rs: reuse, recycle, repair, reduce, rethink, and refuse. A designer should consider the materials that are used, where they come from, and what we do with them at the end of their useful life. This is known as sustainability. Every part of a product's life cycle has some impact on the environment, and which materials are used matters. Some materials, such as paints and varnishes, are toxic as they give off fumes that can be harmful to humans. Many materials are also made from finite resources, which means that the resources will eventually run out. For example, plastics are made from crude oil. Everything that is made has a carbon footprint. This is the total amount of carbon dioxide or other greenhouse gases that are emitted during a product's lifetime, including its production, use, and disposals. A packet of Walker's Crisps, for example, has a carbon footprint of 80 grams.
Manufacturers and designers need to make every effort to minimize their impact on climate change by reducing the use of fossil fuels and cutting down on the energy used. Careful disposal and minimization of transportation can help improve a carbon footprint. Transportation of a product increases its carbon footprint. Therefore, manufacturers should seek locally sourced materials whenever possible, and consumers should be encouraged to buy locally produced foods. Linked into this are product miles, how far a product has to travel from where it's made to where it's used. For food products, this is often called food miles. Some products are not designed to last. This is called built-in obsolescence. Some products that are very up to the minute in their design, for example Primark clothing or the latest mobile phones, become obsolete quickly as they go out of fashion. Built-in obsolescence is bad for the environment as more materials and energy are used to make replacement products. Products can be designed to last, and designers need to make their products durable and design parts that can be maintained, repaired, or replaced. You wouldn't get rid of a car, for example, because the tyres have worn out. You just replace the tyres.
The 6 Rs can all help sustainability as many people already recycle products and their packaging. Manufacturers have a moral obligation to develop products that use fewer materials and consume less energy, as well as trying to reclaim and reuse component parts when they are no longer needed. Reduce means minimizing the amount of raw materials we use, and the production of toxic substances and emissions also needs considering. Refusing to accept extra packaging can make a difference. Think about how Easter eggs now come with hardly any packaging compared to 4 or 5 years ago.
Reusing products is important as they require little processing and have less impact upon the environment than making new. Think about eBay, Gumtree, or FreeCycle. These are all ways of reusing products that are no longer needed. Instead of throwing out the pair of jeans or the torn curtain, consider repairing them instead of buying new ones. This also ties in with recycling, as many materials can be recycled, and the recycling symbols on products and their packaging tell the consumer how to dispose of them. Local councils widely accept recycling, and many households now have an array of bins to allow the recycling of household waste.
The last R is rethink. Consumers now have the choice to refuse to buy a product if they think it is wasteful and has unnecessary packaging, has travelled long distances, or will be inefficient to run. You may have heard of fair trade, either through food shopping, the clothes you wear, discussions in school, or hearing people talk about it. The Fair Trade Foundation is a UK-based organisation that helps alleviate poverty among farmers and workers in areas of the world where they previously did not receive a fair price for the goods they produced, such as coffee, cotton, bananas, and chocolate. Where fair conditions for workers and the fair trade standards are met, the products can carry the Fair Trade label. The Fair Trade standards relate to 3 areas of sustainable development: social development, economic development, and environmental development. These standards are adhered to by producers and traders to ensure a fair and stable price for the producers, so that they invest in projects and enhance the lives of workers and are beneficial to both the workers and the traders in the long term. The range of products available is growing and now includes clothing that has a high percentage of fair trade materials. For example, the cotton that makes the shirt will be fair trade, but the cotton and buttons to stitch the shirt together may be from non-fair trade sources.